So I'm just going to give you a quick guide to the main domains and drivers of wellbeing page of the Be Well Neighbourhood data hive. First thing to highlight is which data you actually want to view. The default setting when you enter the dashboard is the 2022 survey data, which at the point of this recording is our most recent data, but you can also select to view longitudinal data. Either our year 8 tracked cohort or our year 10 snapshot cohort will produce a separate video that explores the longitudinal data function. So for now we'll leave it on 2022 survey data. You can select different neighbourhoods, different measures, different metrics. We'll produce a couple of videos looking at metrics, the different ways in which we transform the Be Well data, and another one about selecting outcomes. And then below here you have different options for filtering by subgroup, so year group, gender, free school meal eligibility and special educational needs. So I'm going to select life satisfaction. You'll note that as I've selected the measure, it's updated the dashboard to represent the data on life satisfaction. Tells you a little bit about the measure that we use, what question we ask young people, how it's scored, what a higher score indicates, and so on. As I filter, so for example, if we want to focus just on males, it updates automatically. You'll see some neighbourhoods become stripe shaded, so Bolton Horwich here, Bolton West Houghton. This just indicates that there are fewer than 100 responses for that neighbourhood now that we've started filtering. If we filter even further, you'll see lots of neighbourhoods now, the responses are lower than 100, and also there are some greyed out neighbourhoods. So Bury North here is greyed out because we have fewer than 10 responses, so we don't report data when there are fewer than 10 responses for a given filter. So boys eligible for free school meals, reporting on life satisfaction, there are fewer than 10 in this neighbourhood, so it doesn't produce the data because of the disclosivity risk. So I'll just reset it all and just say a little bit about what this is actually representing. So we've got this red, amber, green scale. Hopefully it's quite intuitive. The deeper greens are the higher life satisfaction scores. The ambers are those in the kind of mid-range, and the reds are those with the lowest life satisfaction scores. A different way of viewing this is available below in our funnel plot. So basically those neighbourhoods that have an amber colour on the heat map, those are neighbourhoods whose scores are within the expected range. So the expected range is within the funnel here. Those that are green, it's above the expected range, and those that are red, it's below the expected range. There's a more detailed guide to funnel plots available in the appendices for the neighbourhood data dashboard, so it's well worth checking that out if you're not familiar with this way of visualising data. Final thing to show you is that you can also view data in table form. So we've got it here organised by LA, neighbourhood, gives you the average score and also gives you that red, amber, green rating. So this is exactly the same as the funnel plot and as the heat map, just provided in table form. We've added a function so that you can sort, for example, by the number of responses, by the neighbourhood, so alphabetically, and by the local authority. So you can play around with different ways of organising the information to suit your purposes.